My name is Mark McCluskey. I'm the Director of Architecture, Analysis and Design at 3. And that basically means that I have the architects and the business analysts that work on our transformation and delivery projects. In addition to that, I actually play a role on our transformation program as the technology leader on the business transformation team. So we're treating technology in the same way we do all of the business units, and actually have a group of people that meet on a daily basis to make decisions on the program, and I play that role for technology as well. I think one of the things about 3 is we have a products and services that everyone wants. It's almost like a utility to have a mobile phone and have a data contract, because in modern life you need that ability to effectively access all public services now digital, and to go about your daily business really. So therefore, if we need to have an answer for everyone, then it absolutely makes sense for us to have those experiences within the company and to get those experiences across our products and services. So if I think about our transformation program, we work with a supplier who have people based in both India, Israel, Ireland, and North America. And we work with them on the transformation program. For example, all of our workshops and our schedules for the activities on the plan respect the UK and Israeli and Indian public holidays. So our plan is based around that. Another thing that we do at 3 is that all employees are encouraged to do a core to store day, it's called. And that allows us to go and have the experience of our customers dealing with our retail channel. So that we can bring those back in, and that's been really insightful for us to see how customers interact with 3 as an organization when they're in the store. So we've been able to then bring those experiences into the transformation program and make sure that those use cases and those problems and challenges that the customers deal with on a daily basis can then be addressed by the delivery that we're doing. I think one of the things that we have in the organization is we have a set of standards and targets that have recently been set or are in the process of being set around having a 50-50 gender balance in leadership by 2030. And through this year, we're going to set targets for both ethnicity and disability targets for the employee mix. We have a range of support groups within the organization. So the closest one to where I am is we had the Women in Technology group, which has now become the Women at 3 group, and that's kind of grown from a STEM background of trying to get women into STEM subjects, but then has broadened out to say, well, 3 really is a technology company, so how can we make that a kind of a support network for all of the women at 3, women in business, not just women in technology. I think, as I said earlier, our products and services appeal to all backgrounds, all people, because it's kind of like a necessity to living in the modern world. So therefore, we have our web app, our websites, and all of our digital tools that we use within the company have to be, fully accessible. They have to meet or exceed the minimum standards for accessibility. But even then, you have to recognize that the digital tool isn't something that everyone wants. And that can be, if I think of my parents, sometimes they wouldn't just naturally be able to figure out how to do something digitally. So to complement that, we still invest heavily in our assisted channels, both the contact center and also the retail channel. So if you were to walk in on the high street and need support with your mobile phone or the services that are on there, you can actually go in and talk to someone in the store who can show you how to access things on your app or on the web. They can also take you through some of the features of the handset, because they get all the product knowledge that they need, so that they can't, and maybe not the same as an Apple expert on an iPhone, but they can actually talk you through, find the settings, and find the right thing that you want to do. So there's that level of support and interaction that some people will still need and will never fully use a digital channel on their own. So another thing that we do for accessibility and digital strategies within our organization is that there's someone within one of my teams who's partially sighted, and actually we use their experience to help to make sure that our services are accessible to them. So rather than just kind of design them in isolation and launch them and then maybe it not work, we actually take their feedback and they get to see prototypes and go through how those things work before we would then launch them to employees. And we've used this experience recently to change the capability of our online learning tool because it wasn't able to work with a screen reader. So we're making those changes as well.